What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video of Cutthroat Casters. But today we're going to get some fish on the ice, change up some camera angles for you guys, and give you guys a nice ice fishing content to watch. Today I'm back at the lake. It's snowing, we got a storm coming in, so I'm gonna get on the ice, get some holes drilled, and get the shack set up, and get out of the elements. Walking down to the lake. Where shall we go? This looks fairly safe. A couple bare spots on the water. I don't know what that's about. How's this? Oh! Not the greatest. Alright, we're on the ice. It is absolutely gorgeous out today. Wow. Yeah, so it's snowing right now. It's pretty clear towards the north, but we got a storm coming in over here, that's for sure. It is done. I love the Eskimo tents. I fished in like clams and frables before, but nothing's as easy to set up as an Eskimo. I'll tell you what. All right, this is our setup. It's nice and comfy in here. It's getting warm. We got an assortment of lures to try today. We'll see what we can get you guys. We're gonna drop this down. Kind of see what we're dealing with here. I'll probably drop it in shallower. All right, 16.8 feet, that's exactly where I was wanting to get. We're gonna start subtle today just because I think that they're a little pressured still from, well, we had snow and then high winds. So they haven't been the most aggressive fish in the world. Yeah, so I'm starting off. We have a 42-inch medium heavy hot rod. Then I love fishing with hot rods. I've fished with them for, you know, this is my third season with them now, and I mean, I've caught everything from stock trout and little tiny bluegills to 30+ inch lake trout on this rod, so and it's really nice. I got that paired with a 2500 series WOAH Tula. The drag systems on these is just absolutely incredible, so I'd highly recommend those. And then for line, I have 20-pound Seagar fluorescent green braid. And then tied on, I have about 4.5 5-foot leader of 15-pound Seagar fluorocarbon. And all I'm using is just a little jig with a little white spike on the end. A really small, subtle presentation for those finicky fish. And all I'm gonna do is just throw a mealworm on there. I recently had a buddy turn me on to these things called super worms, and they're like a new type of mealworm, but they're like twice the size. So they're a little more expensive, so I like breaking them in half, just saving them. They kind of last a little bit longer, but they're really incredible. It's really convenient to have, you know, a 24-pack of those as opposed to like a 24-pack of those tiny ones that are mostly dead all the time. So we're dropping down now, fishing just over 16.5 feet of water. Yesterday we caught rainbows, a lot of browns, and even towards the evening caught that laker that you guys saw. Because it's more of a solo presentation, so it's for those fish that don't engage the bigger bait. You can start activating this little guy and get them interested. And what I like to do with this one, I like to float it, you know, 6 to 8 inches right off the bottom, because a lot of times those finicky fish are going to be coming really close to the bottom, cruising, just looking for that tiny small insects, mealworms, larvae, stuff like that. And so that being closer to the bottom is really going to attract them and get that more finesse bite. So my other lure I think I'm going to start with is a 4.5-inch glow-in-the-dark chartreuse tube bait. I have that paired on a 48-inch medium heavy action hot rod as well, but it's for my baitcaster version. And I just have a Abu Garcia Quantum tied or comboed with this one. And then I have the same line, 20-pound Seaguar braid, tied to 4.5-foot fluorocarbon leader, and that's a 15-pound Seaguar as well. Jig I have tied on here is from GSO, Gunnison Sports Outfitters. The weight is incredibly made, the eyelets are easy to tie on, and the hooks are incredibly durable. This is by far my favorite jig to use if I'm using a bigger tube bait, or even if I'm using like a big curly tail grub or something. I'm pairing that with GSO all day long. Those hooks are absolutely incredible. So I'm just gonna tie on I guess throw on a mealworm onto this one. Oop, I have a fish on this other rod actually. Put this mealworm down. Super finicky. He's coming up to it though. See if he eats it. He turned his head away again. I'm just pounding it on the spot ever so slightly. I'm trying to get him to come back, see the mark. There he is. Got him. Got him. There we go. Definitely a rainbow or a brown. Come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, it's a brown. Nice. Probably a 12.5, 13-inch brown. And that was on the little micro lure I got going. So we got the bump board out here. Tip of the nose, 13, just under 13.5 inches. So 13.25, that's a good way to start it. See you, buddy. Drop down maybe 2-3 minutes. Already got smacked. All right, got another mealworm tied on there. Dropping down. A lot of times when you're dropping is where you'll see those marks coming from the bottom though. All right, I'm putting this one down. I gotta set up the other one. Tube jig rod. Tipping it with half a mealworm. And I really like this combo because this one is a lot bigger than the other one, and it's bright and it's aggressive and it can drop fast. I can work it in the water column as fast as I want. A lot of times this will get the fish to be called in if they're in a surrounding area. You know, it's wintertime, there's snow on the ice, you know, it's 20 feet of water, or just about. Like a big chartreuse tube jig, they're going to be able to see that from, you know, 20-30 feet away. So if there's any fish in the surrounding area, they're going to come up and inspect this, and then hopefully the idea is they see that other one dead sticking and they'll usually smack that one. Even the bigger fish, I got that lake trout to come in yesterday just off of this tube jig. He got aggressive when I started twitching the smaller one. So a lot of times that's really the biggest key. When I first drop this bigger bait down, I like to pound the sand, you know, just stir it up a little bit. See if I can't get anything to come up on my fish. A lot of foraging around in this soft mud. The biggest thing with stocked trout, you know, or wild trout, is keeping them interested. If you can keep the fish interested, you're going to catch that fish. It's just a matter of time. Right now, it looks at that mark. He flew in, he didn't quite, he was super aggressive, like flew up from the bottom. Smacked this thing, but it might have just been a little too big for him. I absolutely love tube jigs. Tube jigs for big fish is the way to go. They got that single big hook. If you get a sturdy one, and you get a hook buried in that fish, it's not coming off. Bite on this pole right now. Oh, come on, I pulled it out of his mouth. He barely hit it, barely hit it. Still got a worm on there. We're gonna drop that back down as quickly as we can. Perfect on the bottom. What I'm doing, I have a smaller dead stick presentation for those fish that are finicky, and then I bring the fish in or catch aggressive fish on the bigger lure. There we go. I just got that one. That just happened there. No way. No way. Okay, come on. I just got bit on my other rod. I think this is a big fish though. This feels big. It's tight. I think it's wrapped around my other rod. Oh my gosh. I'm opening up my other bail. Come on, what is this thing? Rainbow. Okay, so I thought I was getting a bite on my other rod. This fish tangled it up. Gosh dang it. There you go. Look at him. I'm gonna get this lure out and then get him measured. Get him back in the water. So check that out. That's a nice sized rainbow trout. I'm guessing probably 16 inches or so. Let's get him going on the bump board. Nose closed, tail 16 and a half. 16 and a half, just touches 16 and a half. Awesome. Beautiful. 16 and a half inch rainbow trout. There you go. You sometimes will tangle rods, especially when you hook into a nice rainbow like that one. The rainbows especially, because, you know, around here, the rainbows in the lake, they fight so hard. You know, that could have been a 24, 25 inch lake trout for all I knew. I mean, they fight so hard and they got tangled in other rods, so I wasn't about to waste my time and try to untangle it. I just cut this line real quick and then I can retie this one and then adjust the other one. So it shouldn't be that big of a problem. This one tied. Check up on this other one real quick. I actually have a fish down there. 2 fish down there. Perfect, so this one untangled itself. So I'm gonna just go ahead and drop this back down. It just came in right off the bottom. Yep, that's what I just got hit. Got him. And he came off. Perfect. Perfect. Yay. Dropping it back down quick though. There he is. There he is. Oh, he came up fast. Another rainbow. This one is stout and full of energy. It's a stocky fish right there. There's a nice rainbow. I don't think we're even going to measure him. That's probably about 13 and a half, maybe 14 on a good day, but he's eating good. He ate my mealworm, so. All right, we're gonna put him back down the hole. There he goes. This tube jig is attracting them, but it's not doing a very good job heading them. So we're going to change this guy out. We're gonna drop down an Acme Hyperglide. And this, I think, is their tiger, flame tiger, or tiger trout color. This thing is sitting there. I just got a hit on this other pole. Got him. Got him. Got him. What do we got? Oh, another lost fish is what we have. Perfect. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So welcome back to the channel where we lose fish. It's been great. We've really done our job today. We've lost tons of fish. It's what we came out here to do. Super proud of that. Just kidding. We'll catch more. We will catch more. We're gonna go ahead and drop down this Hyperglide. And what's super cool about these is that they actually have a little attachment on the back to where you can hook your line like that, and you can drop it down the hole and it torpedoes down. And then once you hit the bottom, you just give it a nice tug and it pops off that little rubber piece in the back. Started to get pretty cold, so I busted out the buddy heater. But the weather isn't the greatest outside. As you can tell, it's snowing pretty good. Not very conducive to sitting outside, but in here it's nice and comfy. I got a heater on. I got a nice comfy chair to sit in, and I'm just enjoying catching some fish. Hey guys, so we just got off the ice today. It's right around dark and it's snowing, so we're gonna head back to the house and have a good evening here. And got some good video for you guys. If you guys want to see anything particular, please comment. I'm trying to grow this channel, and anything you guys want to see, you know, go ahead and comment it and I'll try to get it done. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. Yeah, always remember, keep casting.